Dear subscribers, how you doing? Really great? You, your family, your friends, co-workers, I hope everyone is doing really great. Alright, so here we have more updates for all families of this planet Earth and also for teachers from all countries that are helping us to write the best, the most positive and sustainable practice for a better humanity, for families united, for countries united, and also for us to have all the basics: water, food, shelter, good health, peace and love, and education. 6 basic things for us to survive here on this planet, right? Also, this is a proposal for us to respect the planet, for us to have a sustainable planet. No landfills, no creation of trash, and for everyone to plant their own food. And basic things, no family cars, very basic. But yes, we're going to have urban buses, people can bike, people can walk. I don't have a car for many years now. I think almost about 4, almost 5 years. So those things are very important for us. Work really close by, plant own food right there at own property, at the schools as well. So very basic things. And government leaders, they're going to be checked. They're going to have YouTube channels and with all details and the documentation of proof they are good, they're doing good and right things with mini videos. So they plan their food with their family, they show their mini video, they clean up their homes, they do their laundry, they clean their homes weekly. All these simple things. They celebrate their family birthday, they celebrate their wedding anniversary. They go to schools, festivals, and see what their children learning. They see their children, teens, what they're learning, but also the presentation. They join beautiful festivals at the schools, at their own residential communities, city parks, and county parks. All these things combined, it's a gift. It's a gift, and it's going to be really beautiful for us to really have a better humanity and a better planet. We will have only one religion for all families of all countries. The religion of peace and love. Very simple, with meetings outside. Religious meetings Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. Outside, under the trees. Talking about peace and love. Very simple, but special. Very special. So we are going to heal ourselves, we are going to have fun, we are going to play with our own families and have these special festivals to play with other families as well, have family games, so we're going to have many special things. And everything combined will have this proposal that it's an international constitution, a constitution for all countries, exactly the same, with proper rules and guidelines about how to plant things, how to go to the beach and respect the beach. Don't trash, don't have fast food anywhere, don't have disposable anywhere. For us to live in a more sustainable way. Instead of working all day, we are going, after those first few years, we are going to, these first 4 years, we're going to have a whole morning work or study and the whole afternoon the other activity. So we'll have a half of the day to work and a half of the day to study, learn about those plants, learn about nutrition. You see, and we're going to be really healthy with time outside. We're going to eat 4 salads a day with meals, with meat, with chickens and chicken eggs from our own gardens. It's going to be really beautiful. So I invite you to come and join this work. Help us, please, to share these videos with your family, friends, co-workers and neighbors, and also with the government leaders of your own countries, because this is going to be really special. All right? Okay, we appreciate your participation, so let's do it. This work is still improving, and we can make any changes for up to 10 years, with all details. And we are going to have rules and guidelines also for children, for teens. Teens, for example, they cannot leave the house without telling where they're going. They have to come back home, in the evening, early in the evening, like their parents, be inside their house by 7 or 8, and not at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. People are going to sleep at night, and they're going to be awake during the day. Instead of people sleeping until midday, and then at night they're awake watching TV or talking. We don't need those things. Our human body was made to be awake during the day and sleep at night and rest. Family gonna be united. It's one man with one woman married, the way they were born, right? One man, one woman, married with 2 children and elders living with them. 65 years old and older, they can already live with their own son or daughter, married son or daughter, right? So it will be a real gift. And these 500 videos, a process that we are improving here, improving there, right? To figure out what's the best, the most positive, the most sustainable, the real best of everything, with all details for everyone. Because many people, they make mistakes in life because they didn't have someone to guide them. Mistakes in poor health, for example, mistakes for moving too fast without evaluating, mistakes for losing a job or don't have a job. It's important for us, all of us, to work. It's very important. Don't have just free money here, easy money there. No, it's important for us to go to a location, don't work at home, meet other people, talk to other people, you see? And for our humanity, it's also very important for us to cover all deserts. So we are going to plant billions and billions of trees every single year. Because we are 8 billions, everyone can plant, hundreds of trees every year. And the parents counting for the little children. The little children are going to also plant at their daycares, their preschools. They're going to plant as well. And everywhere we are going to plant those trees. As soon as they reach 1 meter tall, they will be shipped, will be sent to desert land at their own continents. So airplanes going to be shipping them. The only exception will be for the Sahara, that all continents going to help, because the Sahara Desert is really too big and we need everyone to help, right? But after that, we will keep covering deserts, and people will live in desert hotels, like there is some already, all the deserts, there's some touristic hotels, and that's how we're going to live. We're going to make proper walls on those hotels to avoid any animals, avoid the sand dunes, the winds, right, storms, and live in a sustainable, positive way. So in a few words, we are going to cover the deserts in 20 years. We're going to send hay, mulch, everything that's possible, cow manure. We're going to get animals that won't be given to people, to crumble them up and use them as bacteria. Everything we can, we're gonna use. Rice peelings, proper irrigation, everything. So we're going to make those hotels close to each other, about 4 kilometers, 5. We said 5 kilometers, so it's easy to calculate how many we have along that whole railroad track. And people are going to plant their own food as well. They are going to plant also millions and millions of trees, at all hotels combined, as everyone else on the planet. For the first 10 years, families going now for these first 10 years, they get the double of points because it's not so easy to live in a desert, right? We have extremes temperature. And families going for the second decade, from the 10th to the 20th year of their organization launching day, they're gonna have regular points. So will be a real gift. So please sign up. If you have condition, if your youngest child is 8 years old and older, you can already sign up, start talking about, and get organized to move to one of those deserts, because we really need a lot of happy, enthusiastic people for a better planet. Great idea? Okay, and we, the headquarters, will help as well. We will be checking the inner lands, right? The cities we have to demolish inside the continent, so everyone gonna live by the beach in hotel buildings, right? Sky risers, that's the word we are using instead of skyscrapers, because it's a more positive word. But that's where we're gonna live, instead of having so many people with mansions by the beach and so many people in the center of continents without even seeing the beach, right? With roads going on everywhere, and airports and airplanes going everywhere, and buses and buses traveling at night. Nothing of this is important. The main thing for us is to live in a sustainable way by the beaches. So we're gonna have our own gardens, our own fruit trees, our own chickens, our own eggs, and fish right there at the ocean. Very positive, very healthy, very sustainable, and we will enjoy doing those things because we're going to live right there. It's going to be really beautiful and really special. So here's Goiana Ferreira from Florida with this great idea of an international constitution. Some things might sound weird the first time you listen, but it's a process. So please listen also the videos we posted, last year, and as soon as possible, we're gonna have everything typed properly at our website that we're going to launch at our organization launching day on August 24th, 2023. Are you ready to join us? Okay, so start with yourself, start with your family, have a family records book, have your business records book, have a binder at home for all your documents that you need. Check our videos how that works, and also binder with plastic to put all the documents of your work. Okay? All right, here we are, and we see you soon. Okay, I took a picture from the Sahara Desert. So this hotel, that's more or less what we're going to have. Start planting things outside, start planting. The only difference is that we're going to have a proper wall or elevation like that. We see afterwards details, because the idea it's against animals, against dunes. But we see maybe this location, they don't have much wind for dunes, you see a lot of some vegetation here. So for us, it will be more or less like that. Each one going to be painted differently. You see, they're elevated. You see how they're elevated? But they are in an area with a patch of some green there. I don't know if they planted themselves or if it's like that. You see? So you see they have these stairs. So they have some type of elevation, you see? But we will see, of course, the best option for all of us. So I just wanted to show you those few pictures about the trees they have. You see, some palms, and that's what we're going to have, because we cannot plant coconut. Or if we plant, we're going to have a strict, because we're going to be there 20 years, right? A strict determination to cut everyone and bring inside. That we can do. We can plant and use, right? because soon they start giving, and it's very rich. The nut itself of the coconut, and so I don't think they have any more pictures. Yeah, I think just those I show you earlier. All right, so here it is. Shall we get another one? Let's try another one. Let's see. So I just put here, right? Hotel in the Sahara. Let's click over there. Let's see what happens. Oh, didn't work, sorry. This is a type of tent, very expensive, but can fit, a whole family there. Because when we are dropping off, one team gonna build the tents, like in bamboos and wood, But this team, before they build, they need to be somewhere. Or they will be at the trailer. So while some people will be building the following kilometer or two, right, of the railroad tracks, and this other team will be building the bamboo, the hotel in bamboo or wood. That will work, and everyone will go back and sleep at the train, right? They will have, different one train wagon for each family, for example, right? And the food for the kitchen, that will work. I think that will be the most sustainable, so we won't need tents like that, right? Okay, I think that's the most sustainable up to the moment, right? So because that train, we have many people already building the following railroad tracks, the following 2 kilometers or so, they keep going, right? And they come back, that same few hours on that same day. So they sleep right there. Next day they build more. I think that will be the most sustainable, right? Let's do it. All right, the other thing, I think I said that on the videos I made last year, but I'm not sure. So this part I remember, we're gonna level up everything that's not harmonious. But for the rocks, we have these machines that turn trees into mulch. So we have those machines that turn good rock into powder, and we are going to mix with mulch, with hay, and everything else we already said. Okay? All right? Because we have many different biomes of all these deserts, of all these continents. We're just going to do, a good soil. That's the base of it. We're going to do a good soil. All right? And the other thing that for sure we are not going to do, it's a hole, with good matter, and plant a tree there, because then they don't have a proper, they won't be established properly. So here's some picture of the Africa Great Green Wall that they are doing. You see their plantation, but for us, we have to be really there, because that's not just a wall, a green wall. We're gonna plant everything entirely. We're gonna cover the desert entirely. And we're just gonna make those special hotels, and we're gonna live in a hotel, We just have to see this way. And we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have heaters, we're gonna have air conditioning to sleep, right? Mostly to sleep. And we're gonna be strong and healthy. We're gonna have food, extra food. You see the wall there, by the Sahel line that I talk about, so that's what it is. So people are planting a lot, which is really wonderful, but we need billions and billions and billions of trees every single year. So it's a lot of work. So my friends, let's get organized, because it's going to be beautiful. Maybe the first few months, until we catch up, and, like when people go to desert, they have vacations in the desert. We can go as well, But the first few months, take that adjustment of temperature during the day, and at night, nobody needs to worry, because we are going to have heaters and we are going to have air conditioning according to the necessity, right? So people can sleep well, and will be a great gift for all of us. All right? Okay, so we need those machines, my friends, that turn rock into soil, so we can mix with everything else we already said, and get ready for our trees. All right, so here it is. You see, I just giving some examples. And my friend, let's, hold hands and we can do it. For everyone that's strong, please go now. If you have the youngest children, 8 years old and above, please already sign up, get ready and go. Because we need people. It's a lot of work to do because all the cities, will easily be done. The demolition of the cities. But those deserts, we need people to sign up, to start the work, so it's really important, really important. And because it's a work combined, right? So we need wood from from Europe, we need wood from the Amazon, we need hay from all farms that's possible from all those countries close by, right? Hay, rice peelings, mulch, and everything else we already said, so we can get this done. And we are not going to use camels for anything. We are going to do the trains. Trains is the safest, and they have all this technology, so they know exactly where they're going to put the railroad tracks. Keep going. And people are going to be right close to those villages, those hotels, right? And they clean up. If the wind, if the dunes come with the wind, they're gonna do prayers. But it's the same as they go around their hotel walls, right? They have to clean up. They're gonna have blowers, right? Okay, very good. So this is Sahara camp, a type of provisory hotel. So I guess this time of the year or this location did not have dunes coming with the wind because they don't have any protection. So probably they know I didn't, the other ones seem safer for us. They do have a proper wall. Here's just pictures and stuff about the hotel, but they don't really give more information or views of the outside. This type, we already know anything like this is not for us. We already know that, okay? Very good. We can have some long gazebos like this one here, for us to plant work with our gardens, right? And we're going to have green houses as well, right? Some type of greenhouses, right? That is possible. And some of them might be closer to the wall, right? So they can have shade already from the wall. And some maybe close the top as well, right? And some sprouts gonna be done indoors, right? At those better made greenhouses or the cafeteria, because everywhere we're gonna have windows, right? Great. Okay, so the other things for Congo. So we have the Congo Republic and we have the Congo Democratic. So we're just gonna do like this instead of having too many words, just Republic Congo and Democratic Congo. Done. All right? Instead of the Congo. All right? Okay, very easy. So that's another clarification to be easy for any school that will be applying from those two countries. For now, countries gonna apply exactly how they are. Big, small, okay? They're gonna apply how it is officially now in May 2023, all right? Very good. Let's get going. Oh, sorry, my cell phone sometimes does not turn off. Okay, so here's another one. You see the vegetation already growing around, you see? So you just have a look for us to have an idea on type of plants, So, of course, our main concern is the structure for security, for safety, and the water. We are going to have pools. Yes, we are going to have some pools, but sustainable pools that we can water, like current water, and we can water the plants afterwards. I already talked about the pools, natural pools, right? We don't want to bring huge plastic pools to the middle of the desert, right? So we make natural ones, and they're gonna stay there. You know, some of them keep changing the pictures, but you see. So, but yes, we're going to have, you see, you want to keep a picture, they don't stay. But anyways, it's good for us to have an idea on things we can do. And here it is, you know. So you just go Google and you look for all the deserts, you know, that will come up. So here it is. Oops, sorry. You know, here it is. No, it didn't work again. All right. So we have quite many in Egypt and quite many here, you know, Morocco's because close to Portugal, and some down here that's not our case because that already passed the Sahel line. All right, my friends, let's get ready and let's move to our desert villages. Hotels, right? Very good. See you soon. Yeah, it started to get cold, but she doesn't take sun. It was raining for too many months and then she didn't get sun. Leave a little message.
We need to get passports.
Okay, this is another type of hotel. See the walls here in the back? So we can have, that's more or less, you know, so we have a protection, we're safe, you know. So people don't have to be worried, you know, about the animals or things, you know, snakes or large animals, mammals, you know. So we're safe, we're there, we're safe. But this is a very good example. It's simple, but also special. You see it has a pool, we figure out how we're gonna do it. And you see some yellow on the back, we can paint a little bit here, a little bit there, you know, to contrast. And of course outside, each village gonna have 10 colors and then repeat the 10, because then when the train pass, everyone, they're gonna have big numbers, right? All this. And the rows, I already talked about the rows last year. But the 10 patterns, so it's easy for everyone to know from the outside which hotel it is. But look, this is a very good example. I'm gonna have some benches, some sidewalk like this. We are going to do the carpet. And for the inside, I don't believe we're gonna need bricks for the carpet to stay in place, but longest as possible. And we have in all continents, we have those huge places, you know, like movie theaters, malls, big stores with huge long carpets. So we use them and then we put bricks, you know, those very large bricks. So to keep the carpet in place in case it winds. On the beginning, we bring outside again, because people are going to be walking in and out, planting afterwards. So that's okay. We keep the carpet, you know, inside a little longer until the plants start to arrive, you know, and will block the wind eventually, right? And but then people already will start receiving those carpet, you know, and afterwards we can start putting them outside. But this is a very good example. You see some palms, some other types of trees, you see there, the wall, you know, here, you know, the back. No, that is not such a good example. That's one of the best examples right there, you know. So just for us to have an idea, and then, you know, people can have fun. You know, we know that people inside, they close the gate of that hotel entirely, so not even snakes gonna come out. Done, so people can relax, enjoy the evening a little bit, right? And then they go to study for 2 hours or so, right? Okay, very good. So let's get ready, everyone. Let's move to hotel deserts in different continents, because we have a lot to cover. You see there? A lot to work. Let's plan and, you know, get ready. So in those deserts, hotels, right, we're going to have air conditioning, we're going to have heater, and everything everyone else will have in our planet. Proper food, clothes, beds, and gonna be neat and organized. We're gonna make them with bamboo or wood, because in 20 years we're gonna demolish them, and everyone working will go also to live at the beach areas. And by the end of this 20th year, we will build all the new places, the new hotels by the beach. Those will have a proper construction, concrete, very sturdy base, so they will never need to be remodeled like nowadays over and over and over, right? So please check our other videos and have an idea about our program. People are going to study close by. They're going to walk to school right there, half block here, half block there. They are going to attend the schools close by. Their parents or grandparents going to be teaching at those schools, going to be helping at those schools. Okay? And parents of infants have to work. It's mandatory for them to work at school. Why? Because they are the best people to be watching those infants. So they're going to be right there, work in the morning or in the afternoon, but they will be present, playing their children, instead of giving to other people. So many problems we have in humanity with other people checking little babies, infants. So the parents are really the best. And the mother will breastfeed that baby right there during their work hours, in a good, happy environment, sometimes outside under the tree, and sometimes inside when it's too hot outside. They're going to have their proper space and privacy and feed their babies right there. And children up to 4 years old, they need to have parents or grandparents working at the school. Mandatory. Why? For the same reason. For them to feel safe, someone from the family right there. Also, for the family to see what's going on those schools, right? And avoid any abuse of any type. Abuse or neglect, right, of any type. It's someone there. They know what's going on. They know each other. They have meetings. The morning employees and the afternoon employees have meetings during the lunch time once a week and once a month, for the monthly meeting. So it will be really special. And even preschool children will also enjoy this special moment of having festivals. They're going through their older siblings festival from first grade and on, but they have the preschools, up to kindergarten, the Waldorf kindergarten that will have mixed age children. They will also enjoy those moments. They're not going to present to other people, but they're going to present to other classes of their same age, and it will be beautiful. They're going to have circle dances. They're going to have outside games, outside learning time. They're going to learn how to plant and actually plant their food, and listen to birds and see butterflies, see bees. They're going to enjoy those moments outside instead of learning everything from books like is done in many schools. They are children and they will play and will be a gift for everyone, for themselves, for their parents. They're not going to have ADD, ADHD, nothing of that. They're going to be happy and enjoy. They're going to learn how to expand and be happy and talk a little louder outside. But they will also learn how to be quiet inside and listen to a little story. So exactly like Waldorf kindergarten. They will play games inside, they will play games outside. They will have time to be children and not young adults, little adults walking around that knows a bunch of things and already know how to read or write. Oh, this is wrong. It's misconception by bad educators and parents that keep teaching them literacy, but it's not the right time. They will have very short introduction of literacy when they're 5 years old and some 6 at kindergarten. But they will really start learning with proper notebooks and everything at their first grade. We don't need to pressure them. The children's work, it's to have fun, enjoy, and learn while they are playing. Okay? And one thing at a time, without pressure, but in a joy, happy way. And exact like this gonna be for all grades. They're gonna learn doing things. They're gonna learn enjoying things. They're also gonna have water fun days. All schools will have pools, all schools will have trees from them to climb, and food gardens, as I said, and also the nursery for those trees that will be sent to deserts. They will learn how to do compost already right there. Not a compost pile. No, they will compost right there. Any plant peelings, they're going to put right there the garden beds and cover with leaves. Very easy, very sustainable, a happy environment, a healthy environment, and it's going to be really beautiful. My name is Goiana Ferreira. I'm a teacher for many years. I have masters in education completed here in the United States, and it will be a gift to be with all of you. Okay, let's get ready. Mother's Day is coming soon, and let's organize ourselves at schools. Let's plan our dances and songs. At homes, families can also practice with their neighbors, right? This beautiful moment that for us to sing together and have circle dances together. I have many songs already posted here, so let's do it. Make some white peace and love flags and wave them while we are walking at our neighborhoods, right? At our own residential community, and teachers, of course, will practice at their own schools, and will be a gift, my friends. These organizations for all of us. It's not just for me or for you that's listening. It's not only for my family or your family. It's for all families of this planet Earth. For us to hold hands and work united. For those that have farms, for us to share the food. For those that have, computers and money that can buy things we need, for us to share with those that don't have. For people that have hotels and many apartments, they invested before in real estate, they have apartments. Let's share with refugees that don't have apartment. For those in countries that can receive refugees, let's receive them. And let's have the houses ready for them, already with dry food, some fruit baskets, some fresh foods on their refrigerators or at their clubhouses, to receive them with joy, right? Receive them, you see someone that you see that's a different color or coming from a different country. Let's welcome them with a smile. Welcome to our country. Welcome to our community. If you have a question, please let me know. Simple things like that. Give them a smile. Let's be kind. Let's be kind, my friends. Let's have dignity with our practices. And let's improve our humanity. Have families, strong families united. That's how we're going to do. That's how we're going to renew our humanities. Every person is starting with themselves, improving ourselves, and have a family. It's one male, one female, as they were born, and properly married with children, and one couple of elders living with them. Imagine, it would be a real gift. So we won't need jails, because the best is for everyone to be at home. That's the best. Even that people did crimes, they did wrong things, they're in jail. How many thousands and thousands of people for sure did wrong things and they're not in jail. They did wrong things, they hurt other people, they kill other people, they steal from their own country, they steal from their own employee, they didn't pay things properly, right? They steal, even people didn't pay taxes properly that they're supposed to pay. You know, how many? Thousands and thousands of people in different countries doing wrong things, they're free. The best place for everyone, my friends, is at their own homes, you know, with their husband, with their wife, you know, it's home, to be home, with their own family, their own children, their own teens. And I have a program. In 6 months, everyone will be home. If they really don't want, anybody that don't want, you know, so they also gonna have a place for them. They also go to deserts and some special villages, you know, and they're gonna plant trees because everyone needs to help. We need 4 billion people going to deserts now and 4 billion people going to the deserts at the second decade, because every family of this planet gonna help. People with very young children now or pregnant wives, okay, they go in the second decade, and everyone with 8 years old and above can go to the deserts now, because that's the only way. We need to cover those deserts so we have more stability, a temperature. We are going to have a planet that's more sustainable. You know, our focus is on the to be sustainable. It's the focus on the bacteria, it's not in different animals all over the planet. We don't need all these different animals. In reality, what we are going to do is release them from the skin they have. Because all those animals, like humans, we have a spirit inside us. We are a spirit inside this skin that we have that look like humans or like mammals. So we're going to release those animals. So no more whales, no more dolphins, walruses, sea lions, no more sea turtles or land turtles. Nothing of that is needed. No more penguins. We don't need those. We need, my friend, is to focus in our families, human beings, because humans are the ones with the most capacity of spiritual evolution. If you know, that can evolve most different capacities are the humans. You know, so we know that all these animals I just said and many others, they're very smart in one thing or another, or even 2 different things. They're very, very smart. Yes, they are. But human beings are the ones that can develop the most different capacities. So that's what we're going to do. Because for us to evolve spiritually in this planet, we need to develop different capacities. All right? So we are going to put all those animals I said and everything else in other videos, we already said all their names, in extinction list. And hunters can get them. Those we can eat, we will eat. Those we cannot eat, we are going to send to deserts so we can give proper bacteria, help to those deserts, right? And how we're going to do, already post videos last year. But that's the only way. We're going to stop this thing or spending millions of dollars to save a species here, a bird there, a mammal here. We're going to stop that. That's not needed. And people are dying. They don't have clean water, they don't have food, they don't have house, they don't have birth certificate. How many refugees don't even have a birth certificate? They don't have citizenship because some countries, they receive them, okay, you can stay here, you have help from this organization, but you cannot be citizens. Do you believe that? And people spend millions of dollars in clothes, expensive shoes, expensive wallets, expensive cell phones, expensive computers, and people are dying because they have no food and water. They don't have shelter, and they don't have documentation. And how many other millions of people are slaves they don't even know? They work for a few dollars a whole month, a whole day in the heat. They work for a few dollars a month, or sometimes a few dollars for the whole semester to work in cocoa farms, or to work in coffee farms. They don't go to school. They don't go. Those children don't go. They help their parents, and people don't even know they're there. They don't even know that is not right, that they can be better. Yeah, they have a few dollars, so they're not called slaves. Yeah, they're slaves of other countries that, that don't want to be kind. But my friends, I'm telling you, this time we have in our hands the opportunity to do it, we will do it. And all of us, we will be kind. Because there's no more children working in the middle of mosquitoes, planting cocoa, planting coffee for other people to waste them, to waste them. They press them on these machines, they don't even boil them properly, and use tons of coffee that could be boiled more time, could be boiled in better machines, And cocoa, it is hard, my friends, I'm telling you. And also for other millions of people that work planting food for others to waste them. Planting fruits, vegetables, salad greens, nuts, seeds, and then they get to other countries, they threw that away. It's a little bit bad here, a little bit bad there. They threw the whole thing away. The whole bag of salad goes away. Many people, they don't care. They don't care. They just have the money and, they purchase and have their refrigerator full. Many times they go eat in a restaurant. The food start to get bad, the salad, the fruit, or even the nuts. Oh, it doesn't taste that good anymore, and threw them away. Why? Because they were too long in a cabinet. And this time, my friends, I'm telling you, we're going to give value to it. Because we are going to plant our own food, we're going to harvest our own food, and eat our own food, right? Care, so it's plant, care, harvest, and eat. So we're going to give value to every tiny bit that you see on a picture there. Every tiny bit going to count. We're going to eat the leaves. And, we're also going to learn that the leaves and nutrients also going to put a few we're going to put in the ground so we can have this very rich organic soil. And right now we can use synthetic fertilizers. We can use the trees we're going to plant at the deserts. So don't throw away when you're cleaning up your things. Don't throw away, because we're going to use those things. But our food garden is going to be organic the most as possible, right? We are going to have bees everywhere, and we'll be forbidden to use synthetic pesticides. How we stop pests anywhere? With biodiversity, variety of plants, different colors, different nutrients, that each of them carry, different flowers, right? That's how we're going to have a rich environment. Does not have pests, have only positive pollinators. We know everyone, they study a little bit, they know these basics. So we're going to give value to bees, to butterflies. We're going to give value to ourselves. We're going to give value to working united. Every Saturday is garden day. Every Saturday, half day, it's planting the whole day, 5 hours from 7 to noon or from 1 to 6 p.m. We stop a very few minutes before those hours I just said, before noon and before 6 p.m., just to wash our tools and put them back in place. Dry them, and put them back in place. Everything gonna have label. It's forbidden to break or treat them bad. It's forbidden. At schools, my friends, I'm telling you, this time students from all countries will respect their teachers. They say yes, thank you, yes, please. They're gonna treat them with honor. They're gonna treat them with respect, because we need those things. Children, teens, adults gonna treat their own parents with respect. Yes, mother. Yes, father. Thank you, father. Thank you, mother. They're gonna look each other eyes instead of being on cell phones all the time. Computer cell phones, laptops, and video games, and they don't even talk to each other. People don't even eat with their family members. That's not the humanity we need. We cannot have this lifestyle anymore. We're going to sit, families gonna eat together. Dinner time, they eat together. Children, teens came back from school, parents came back from their work, elders came back from their work hours as well, because they have to work a very few hours a week, but they have to work as well. Because they eat, they need to help a little bit. They can sit down, do things, in an easier way, but they have to help. And many of them, in many countries, they're really healthy. They're 80, they're 90, 95, 98, they're healthy. They still walk fast. Some of them still jog gently. They're healthy, they're strong, they're outside, they take sun, they eat healthy, they eat colorful salads. They have good minds, good thoughts, so they strive greatly, right? The other thing, for people that suffer in the past, because as they will learn what a good life is, they're gonna look back and gonna realize that they really suffer a lot before, right? From different realities of different countries. But we are going to focus on the good practices that we will have each day better and better. That's how, instead of talking about negative things of the past, no. We're going to focus on good things we are having better and better at our families, our communities, our countries, and also this work to have a better humanity. So at the organization launching day, we are going to have one family from each country, 194 countries. One family that will be a teacher and a spouse and their own children, teens, and their grandparents. They will be invited. And those with most points after the conference, those conference days, the ones with most points will be selected to join the 2-year training with us. The headquarters of this organization, I have created this organization, so it will be a real gift. And then, then we're going to have, afterwards all this, we're going to have only 84 countries. Why 84? Because it's a sustainable number. We don't need 194, it's too much. 84, with those best couples. From those 194 that I told you, we are not going to have the Vatican, but yes, we are going to have Palestine. So that's how we're going to do. And if any country get independent until August, we're not counting anymore. We're going to count only those that were already established, including Palestine, that is welcome as well. And we will have a family from this country. Now, in a few words, who we are inviting first are families, teachers from Waldorf schools. And someone might ask, why Waldorf schools? Because those are the ones that I've seen during all my years of teaching. That's the best schools, the most sustainable, the ones that they respect the most, their own parents and their teachers, the ones that they're sustained with their practices. They play inside, they play outside. They write, they learn academics, and the government, most important subjects, right, established by the government, math, science, their language, right? But they also have time to have fun. They have recess, they play, as I said before. They respect each other. If they see someone from another country, they respect, they welcome them, they play with them. But in some other neighborhoods, in some other countries, they step aside. Oh, that person, it's not a citizen, does not have a good language, is learning. Here in the United States, they have that. They step aside. They don't like some tourists. They don't like some immigrants, right? The other very good thing about Waldorf education is that they learn how to prepare their own food. They learn how to build homes. They learn how homes were made before and how they can make. They go out to a few field trips. We're not doing field trips now for the first 4 years, but after 4 years, for security reasons, right? But after 4 years, we're going to start have some basic field trips. So it's a happy environment. They celebrate the seasons of the year. They honor nature. They celebrate God and they honor God with very simple things. Dances, songs. They sing a lot. That's beautiful. They play classic instruments, and not band instruments that, can make more pressure on their hearing. So everything they do, it's harmonious, beautiful. But we are going to be even better than Waldorf education. For Waldorf education, it's a bit more than 100 years old, right? So it's considered young education, but they have schools in many, many countries. So I really believe they have more than 2,000 schools, counting the preschools and everything. And some that Waldorf inspired because they couldn't get the certification yet. So it's a lot for 100 years because their work is really beautiful. But why I say we're going to be better? With some details that are not so good, such as the fairy tales. We're not going to give fairy tales to our children because all fairy tales have very bad, mean parts. And a few more things. We are going to talk a little bit about fairies, gnomes, a little bit for preschool up to the end of first grade. Even until the second grade, it's okay, but no more. And then we're going to tell at the end of second grade, we're going to tell them. Or the end of the first grade, we're deciding this detail. We're going to tell them, that they don't exist, and because to have some positive imagination is good. But only when they're little and done. The other thing we're going to be better than Waldorf schools is the food. We are going to plant 100% of the food we are going to eat at schools. That will be a real gift because that's really important. They're going to have chickens and we're going to have eggs for protein, and learn how to sew really well, learn how to build, learn carpentry, learn carving, clay modeling with real natural clay. These things they already do, but not so much. We're going to do more. They're going to continue singing a lot, and they're going to learn about this constitution for all countries. That will be the best and most important learning will be that. Because for us to live in a better way, we need to learn about the laws of our countries. And the laws of all countries will be exactly the same. That's the most positive and sustainable for all of us. So they will build their books the same as well the school, our students, and our students also gonna celebrate these special moments and practice everything that's the most important for a sustainable life here on our planet. And we will never talk about, not even in jokes, that we're gonna live in other planets. No, here's beautiful. Our planet Earth is really beautiful. We are going to build a paradise, a healthy, sustainable paradise for us, with water, food, shelter, good health, peace and love, and education. So there are 6 basic things, the most basic things for life, and all families deserve that. But we're gonna earn it by working united. So the first thing is we are going to share what all of us have, and everyone has a gift, right? Everyone. One is an expert in a computer, the other one is an expert in technology, the other one is an expert, a great teacher, the other one it's very communicative, the other one has money, can buy things we need, the other one it's happy. We would just and bring this new movement of being happy and enjoy those beautiful new moments. Some other people, they know how to make all these buildings with bamboo and wood that we're going to make these 20 years hotels, right? At the desert, we're going to use very sustainable materials because then they're going to be put down in 20 years. We don't need them anymore. Some other people, they know how to captivate others, how to inspire others. And that's how we have to do, And we are going to be kind to each other. And we're going to plant our food together and those trees for those deserts together. We're going to work together. We're going to share the gifts all of us have in our hands. And as I said, some people have farms with a lot of food, and we're gonna share everything we have and start a new humanity, a new moment for our humanity. That's why we're calling the year 1 to renew everything. And in a few words also I can say about religion, why we're not going to be Christians or Muslims or anything else. Why? Because we need to start something new. Have our meetings outside, under the trees, talk about peace and love on Sundays, morning or Sundays afternoons. In a few words, we don't want Jesus to be our main leader because he was very good. He brought a lot of good things to our humanity, but it didn't improve everything we need. Even the Bible, how many different Bibles we have today? So that's not good. How many different Christian churches we have today? That's not good. We need to be one. The other thing, he was not married. We need, for us to have a better humanity, we need to focus in having married couples. It's one man and one woman. Married couples, happy, with children, teens. And not those that just marry gonna have dogs. We need, for our humanity to grow. And don't be like Europe. Many couples don't even have children, and many not even married in many different countries. People live alone in many countries. Young people alone because they can sustain themselves. Elders alone because nobody wants them, or they become too picky, or because that's how it is in their country. So we need families united. So Jesus, even the way he was born, was not right. His mother didn't have a proper husband. That's not good. So he didn't have a wife. He didn't have children. And at the end, he suffered too much, and people say, suffer for us? No, nobody suffer for someone else. That is wrong. That's not right. We have to focus on the opposite. We have joy to inspire others. We have happiness to inspire others to be happy. We have joy to inspire others to have joy. We have families united to inspire others to also have families united themselves. We have our elders living with us, one couple, of elders living with us, so others will do the same instead of having the elders in assisting living, in nursing homes. That makes no sense. We need to have our elders with us and keep talking to them and walking with them and go outside, take sun with them, fresh air, and give salads to them instead of fast food. That so many nursing home assisting living give them fast food, right? And we're going to have happy moments. They will never have Alzheimer with all these positive things. People gonna be married and make love. That is beautiful, to make love, not sex to hurt the other person. We're going to make love. And it's mandatory to have this romantic moment before make love. Instead of some countries that have, one husband have many wives, this is polygamy, it's forbidden as well. Gays, lesbian, forbidden. And even other words that I don't even want to mention, that's forbidden. It's not good for humanity, right? So we need positive practices. So that's what we're going to have for everything. So there's no assisting living, no nursing homes, no jails, no juveniles. Everyone is going home. For those that do not have a home, such as elders that did not have a child, they go, somebody they know, a family that like them can adopt them as their own parent. Because many places, some people did not have a son or a daughter. It's okay, somebody invite them to come and adopt them, because everyone is to have the same last name, And no orphanages, and no foster home. Why those children, teens went there in the first place? Because their parents probably didn't receive a good education and did many bad mistakes, or they really died, right? How they died? From accidents. We're not going to have accidents. There is no drugs, no alcohol, no tobacco, no nicotine, no alcoholic drinks, no drugs of any type, not even those that pharmaceutical medication that make people drowsy while driving. There's no driving at night. Nobody gonna be driving or walking in the middle of the night nowhere. So there's no accidents, no car accidents. We're not even going to have family cars, because that's not sustainable. People during the day, we're going to do things. At night, we're going to sleep, rest, make love, and go sleep. That's the most sustainable. That's what we need for humanity. So parents that abuse their children, or for neglect, or sexual abuse, that is, it's things that we're never going to hear again in our humanity. We have to fix the parents. How are we going to fix the parents? Teaching them, inspiring them, offering them good, happy moments. Give those classes, and plant outside and have sun and work a half day, study a half day. There's no stress in a life like that. We're going to be happy. It'll be beautiful. They're going to have colorful food. They're going to be nourished themselves. They're not going to be addictive to anything. They're not going to be stressed. They're going to be happy. So children never going to get hurt in any ways. And parents will never die. So for the orphanages that we already have and foster home, So they go back to their own family. That's decided. They have to go back to their own families. Siblings first, right, such as uncle and or aunt that's married. And if they don't have, they can be adopted by their grandparents if really needed, right? But then they go back to their own family. The only exception are for those that were sexually abused. In this case, they can go to a new family. That's the only exception. Done. Children, teens have their place to go. To adopt them gonna be easy. We're gonna stop this thing of requiring too many things and let them have a house and have a family. They will have siblings or they go with the siblings they already have, but renew life and have a proper family. So those parents or adopting parents will have a few days to organize themselves, give their paperwork for both sides, right? The basics, that they have a place for them to sleep, they have some basic clothes, and done. We're going to close down all those places. No more. Oh, your parents die? Okay, who is the siblings? Your aunt, your uncle, everyone would have them. If they don't, they go to grandparents. If they don't have grandparents either, that will be possible, maybe happen for this first year. And then they go to their neighbor. If they really don't have any family member, everyone passed away, or they have no idea where they're located, that maybe happens, who knows? They go to a family member. And we will close down. Before the organization launching day, all these places need to close down. The only place going to be open for 6 months after the organization launching day is the jail with the proper program. Nobody else. So, government leaders listening to this message, please already turn into law everything we're saying so we can move on. Move on. And people will know. And we already start doing what they have to do to close down all those places. We're going to close down almost all gas stations because we don't need that many. We're not going to have family cars. We just need a few for the trucks, for the tractors, for the water trucks at the desert areas, semi-arid areas as well, for authorized vans, such as for food, for this first 6 months, a year or so, right? That local farmers gonna keep sending their produce or their grains, right, to local families up to 200 kilometers from the beach. Basically, it's that. But we're not going to have those places open anymore. We're also going to close down all pharmaceutical pharmacies, medical with synthetic medication, all of them, even the natural ones, going to close them down entirely. We don't need powder that was already irradiated, that became powder to give to people and tell that that is healthy, because they're not. After radiating, radiation on them, tell me if the turmeric will work. It won't. It's not much in there anymore. They were irradiated to avoid fungus, to avoid things. They're not going to work. They're not the real turmeric anymore. So people are selling even natural, medication that, they don't work too much anymore. Probably what's helping those people is the faith they have in the medication, but not the real medication anymore. We're going to plant our turmeric, we're going to plant our garlic and everything else, but not have them in powder. They don't work anymore because most of them are irradiated. Even before they become powder, and many others, they're mixed with other things. Okay? So, and we're also going to close down every place that produces sugar of any type, white sugar or brown sugar or molasses. They're all fake, they're all white sugar, processed white sugar with something in it that make them brown, but they're not really brown sugar anymore. Very rare for you to find real brown sugar. They're all fake, and people keep selling those things and tricking and lying to customers. We cannot do that anymore. People don't even tell the truth on label. People are eating fast food that's more plastic than real food, have no nutrients. They say many things they put in this and that and this and that, but most of the additives, they say have iron and have this. It's all synthetic, it's not the real iron. We need this spinach, kale, collard greens. We need dark greens for iron. We need colorful food. We need red food for carotene. Things that really help us to renew ourselves, because we know every 6 months, if we're doing proper practices and taking sun and jogging, sweating, making love, eating healthy, eating salad, and have stress-free and sleeping properly, nobody gonna have free radicals, nobody gonna have cancer cells, because cancer cells just grow in a bad environment. We are going to have healthy cells and renew our body every 6 months or so, every year. We have a new body if we do things properly and eat organic food, not food that say that's organic but is not. So we are going to close down all supermarkets. We're gonna have a time, up to 1 year, because the farmers can still harvest these last grains, right? Up to 1 year. After 1 year, people need already to have their food, their own food production. Supermarkets, and have people, slaves in another country, working all year in the sun, in tropical countries, for them to don't give a value to it. So we're going to stop that. In restaurants, how much food is wasted in restaurants, unbelievable. And people don't care, they still throwing away so much food. So we're going to stop that. We're going to start giving value to every tiny piece of radish, every tiny piece of grape. If it's a little bad part, you take that little bit part, the bad part from the grape, and you eat the rest of the grape. Very simple. We have to do that because it takes years for us to work a good soil, have a good soil, to plant those bushes, those trees. Take months and months for us to have good bacteria in the soil. Take years for a tree to grow, for bushes that give berries to be established. Take also time, for those plants to grow. It takes time, and takes a lot of time and care and love for us to have healthy, organic food. And it's not the food you're gonna just eat, but the food that have nutritional value in it, because the soil is rich. It's not aquaponics. It's in soil that we have to plant our food. So my friends, here's the basic. Let's join this beautiful work every day. Please share emails, share those emails on ladder on the social media as well. So you write 10 sentences, and after each sentence, one link of those videos that according to the people that you're sending. Let's invite everyone, simple people, teachers, professors from universities, rich people can help with money, happy people, enthusiastic people, volunteers from places, and united, let's make a better place for all of us. Better humanity, a better planet. So thank you so much for your participation, and we see you soon.